So I got the magic carpet, as you guys have probably noticed. It's a pretty cool, it's pretty neat, right? And the main thing, if you don't know what this thing does, right? All right. And part of the reason why I got it, it's one of the few out there, out of all the mounts that are out there, that you can possibly have, okay, that allows you to restore full energy to one random skill after you cast a skill 6 times. Now, of course, you got to pick skills that fire off pretty quickly and pretty frequently in order to increase the number of casts that you do. Now, mind you, the one thing that you should notice about this particular mount, okay, is it does not say what skills. So you could conceivably get away with, like, say, swapping this out and put in Hydra Sprite, and you're going to increase your active skill cooldown, which is going to reduce the amount of time that this skill takes to fire off. And then by doing that, you're basically causing it to fire frequently enough that you're going to be able to leverage the most possible, best possible outcome of that skill. I guess, if that makes any sense. I mean, something you can also do is, like, you could also just as easily, like, well, for example, let's say I don't want to use Wild Gust and I want to use something cheap, simple, quick, easy. 7 turns is like some of the lowest tier skills in the game, but most of these skills, as you can tell, a lot of them are 11, 12, 13, 25, 19, especially the higher tier ones. You get up there, you get to, like, Take It Slow, for example. That's only 12. I mean, that's reasonable. 13, then you get to 16, 19, Smoke Bomb's 13, Grim Reaper's like 9. You could probably replace that skill there and you'd be able to fire it off more frequently enough that you might be able to get the benefit. Now, given that you've got as many skills as you do, like if we go into this challenge, we'll see if we'll ever even get to use it. Because, mind you, it actively knocks on one of our skills here. The problem is obviously you don't live long enough for it to matter. So it might work if, like, for example, if I go in here and tweak and set these to no delay and not try to do any of that stun logic, and we just pop all 6 at once. Let's try it one more time. I'll just double check and make sure. Yes, like there you can see it fired off 100 slashes twice rather than just once. But that one difference for the skill is pretty massive. Like there's another clone strike. So now we've got 2 clone strikes. And as you can tell, that was enough to win. And that's really about all you needed to do. That's part of the benefit of the magic carpet, is that you're able to stack your skills like that. So if you can stack 6 skills, fire them off all at once, the more frequently you can fire those skills off, the more you're going to find that magic carpet's going to be really, really overpowered. And, it's not like you can't tweak it in such a way where you could probably find yourself getting more and more out of it. But, this kind of gives you an idea of, like, what kind of strategy would go in. I'm thinking Grim Reaper would ultimately be the way people would go about it. So, you probably won't have near as many people. I don't know. I guess you could conceivably play around with it some. Like here, I could probably increase my fire off combo more than my crit. So, obviously with these adjustments, I've lowered my crit rate, but increasing my combo, and then if work on my combo multiplier, I need to bring that back up. I'm going to do that. I got to basically burn a bunch into prayer, but I'm hoping the next time we run through this route, we'll be able to get our triple S and be able to get more of those higher tier slots. But anyway, so you probably picked up on the new event, Peril Royale. So the big thing a lot of people are going to be going for is going to be the Flaming Carnage, which, as you might expect, is pretty interesting. It's pretty similar to, like, how Celestial Surprises works, which is you get AoE bleed damage. And then you've got this little factor in here where it reduces the target's crit resistance by 1% and it goes up to 20%. So for that, you know, I mean, other than the fact that it's a flaming dragon assault rifle, it's pretty dang cool, but it's called the Skyfire Wrath. Of course, you know, you've also got Awakening Crystals. You do have the Cosmic Rescue, which this is very similar to what we've seen. You've probably seen some variation of this before, and if you know what I'm referring to, basically, if you were around during the Pepe event, then you might have noticed that this and that share very similar effects. The only difference really is obviously from stats and everything that you gain from it. You know, it's like, it's definitely there. But, you know, like anything, you know, the main thing here is that if you are interested in getting this stuff, make sure to check this out, and you can save a little bit of money along the way. So in any case, we'll eventually have the Onslaught to do. There's Elite ranking, and there's also airport airdrop support coming, plus support pack and a lot of other things. But just thought I'd go ahead and show you guys a couple of things. Have a good one.